Once again, dear viewers, you're watching ERi-TV. Welcome to our news. Here are the headlines. We proceed with the news. Eritrean Community Festival conducted in Italy. Vocational training to youth in Karen. Prices in Turkey rise as fastest pace for 24 years. Gunman kills 3, wounds several others at Copenhagen Mall, Denmark. We apologize for that, dear viewers, but we continue with the domestic news. The annual Eritrean Community Festival in Italy was enthusiastically conducted on 2nd and 3rd July in the city of Bologna. At the festival, in which nationals from all cities in Italy, as well as invited guests and friends of Eritrea, took part, regional administrators have been invited as guests of honor. The festival, that was officially opened by Mr. Fsahaye Haile, governor of the Central Region, included photo exhibition staged by Media Committee, indicating on the significance of festivals in strengthening unity and preserving Eritrean culture, as well as transferring the noble societal values to the young generation. Mr. Fsahaye Petros, Eritrean ambassador to Italy, said that this year's festival is unique, for it is being conducted after 2 years of absence due to COVID-19 pandemic. Ambassador Fsahaye also said that the participation of the regional governors has added color to the festival. The Friends of Eritrea and invited guests that participated at the festival commended the perseverance and resilience of the people and government of Eritrea and further expressed conviction to robustly continue their friendship and cooperation. At the event, Mr. Fsahaye Haile, governor of the Central Region, provided extensive briefing on the objective situation in the homeland, as well as on the set-out national development programs. The annual festival was highlighted by cultural and artistic programs, as well as sports competitions. At the occasion, the nationals contributed €37,500 towards activities of the Eritrean community. One-year vocational training on metal and woodworks has been organized to 24 youth in Karen. The training was organized in cooperation with the Karen municipality and the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch. Pointing out that the trainees were selected from various parts of the city, Mr. Azazi Barghatab, head of the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students in Ansaba region, called on the trainees to apply the training they have acquired in improving their livelihoods. According to reports, the Karen Metal and Cement Enterprise has provided vocational training to over 474 youth. Four patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out today at testing stations in the Central Region. On the other hand, 7 patients who have been receiving medical treatment in hospitals in the Central Region have recovered fully and have been discharged from the facility. The total number of recovered patients has accordingly increased to 9,691, while the number of deaths stands at 103. The total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has increased to 9,805. Ministry of Health, Asmara, 4 July 2022. That was our domestic news. Please stay tuned for the international news right after a short break. Prices in Turkey are rising at their fastest rate in 24 years, according to the latest official figures. The annual rate of inflation, the pace at which prices rise, hit 78.62% in June, which was slightly higher than expectations. Transport costs and housing saw some of the sharpest price rises, worsened by the Ukraine war. Inflation has surged since last year, when the Turkish president cut interest rates to try to boost the economy. Last year's cut in interest rates from 19% to 14% has led to a fall in the value of the Turkish lira. which means it costs more for the country to import goods from abroad. In the latest inflation figures, transportation saw the biggest rise in costs, climbing 123% over the past year. Food and non-alcoholic beverages were close behind, with price rises of 94%, while the cost of furnishings and household equipment was up 81%. The overall inflation figure was the highest since September of 1998, when annual inflation hit 80.4%, and Turkey was battling to end a decade of chronically high inflation. The high rates of inflation are making it tough for businesses. Police arrested a 22-year-old ethnic Dane over the killing of 3 people in a gun attack in the Danish capital. At least 3 people have been killed and several others have been wounded in a shooting at a shopping mall in the Danish capital, Copenhagen. The attack rocked Denmark at the end of an otherwise joyful week, just after it hosted the first 3 stages of the Tour de France cycle race. The event had sent hundreds of thousands of cheering Danes into the streets across the country. The shooting happened in a late afternoon at Fields, one of the biggest shopping malls in Scandinavia and located on the outskirts of the Danish capital. When the shots rang out, some people hid in shops while others fled in a panic stampede, according to witnesses. Local media published images showing heavily armed police officers at the scene, as well as people running out of the mall. The shooting comes just more than a week after a gunman opened fire outside a gay bar in Oslo, in neighboring Norway, and wounding 21 others. It was also the worst gun attack in Denmark since February of 2015, when a 22-year-old man was killed in a shootout with police after going on a shooting spree in the capital that left 2 people dead and 5 police officers wounded. Please stay tuned for a recap of tonight's headlines. Eritrean Community Festival conducted in Italy. Vocational training to youth in Karen on metro networks. Prices in Turkey rise at fastest pace for 24 years. Gunman kills 3, wounds several others at Copenhagen Mall, Denmark. And that was our news for tonight, dear viewers. It is good night from us.